Hello and welcome. I'm Ildi Lasko-Kerr, CEO of Ribbit Learning Company, and I'm happy to join you today to help you understand what to expect when you're engaging with our learning theory. On the screen, you can see the learning objective and the success criteria for this video. Feel free to pause the video now if you need more time to read it. You can see that our goal is, once you've learned a little bit more about our learning theory and how we've used it to design our learning hub, that you'll be able to consider which of the learning conditions will make the biggest difference in your own learning. We've designed our learning hub to incorporate the best practices and evidence around effective professional learning. You can see Linda Darling-Hammond and her colleagues have laid out 6 conditions that are critical to creating professional learning experiences for educators. Feel free to pause the video now if you want to spend more time on this screen. When we think about effective professional learning at Ribbit, we're bringing together 3 critical components: personalized professional development that's based on your interests and needs, access to an instructional coach that supports your implementation, and collaborative networks to support you so that you don't feel isolated and like you're doing this work on your own. We've also incorporated all of the different adult learning theories that you see on the screen into our own learning theory and the design of our learning hub. So feel free to pause the video now if you want to take a second to read these in more detail. We know that adults learn differently than children, and on the screen you can see several of the learning conditions that we've integrated into our learning theory in our learning hub to ensure that we're creating conditions for your growth and development. You'll notice that this is where we pull voice, choice, and agency together as central tenets to our learning theory. Here's the graphic organizer of Ribbit's learning theory. You'll notice that these green spokes represent those conditions from adult learning theory. These 3 conditions are the effective components of professional learning, coaching, collaboration, and professional development. And the gray boxes represent the different features that are inside of our learning hub that you'll be engaging with and interacting with. You'll also notice, very importantly, is the center of our learning theory is a focus on successful implementation. Our goal is not just to provide you with more information, but to help you sift through and sort all of that information into meaningful knowledge with the support of a coach to help you implement that into your practice and ultimately into your classrooms to support your own development, growth, and outcomes for your students. Feel free to pause the video if you want to spend more time looking at the learning theory. So what does our learning theory look like in action? Well, inside of our learning hub, we help empower teachers with voice, choice, and agency. Whether that's identifying and prioritizing your area of growth or improvement, creating a personalized and customized action plan, selecting with and working with an instructional coach whose only job it is to help you get better and grow in your practice, or choosing and joining affinity groups of other educators to collaborate with, we let you lead your own learning. So take a minute now and consider the closure or reflection question that's on the screen. Which of the learning conditions that we've included in our learning theory do you think will make the biggest difference in supporting your own learning? Feel free to pause the video now if you want to spend some time thinking about this. Thank you so much for taking some time to learn about our learning theory so that you can understand a little bit more about how we've used it to create the learning conditions to support your growth and development. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thanks and have a great day.